All right, what's up, everybody? It's me, BrizZain, with my co-host Fesom.
BrizZain.
Yeah. So this is our top 25 plus honorable mentions list before the Riley Major starts. All right, chat. What's your fifth honorable mention?
My fifth honorable mention is cheese.
Dang, that's a good one. My fifth honorable mention is Rise.
Okay, pretty solid. My
Who-
fourth is KV1.
Okay. My fourth honorable mention is Lost.
Whoa, so low, dude.
Very low.
Justin.
You have Justin as
Justin.
your third?
Yeah, that was my third.
Justin is also my third honorable mention.
What? I got Moda as my second.
Okay, Mata. That's a good honorable mention. My second is Cheese.
Oh. Okay. My first is Swift.
I figured this would happen. My first is also Swift.
He's just goated, dude. All right.
All
And we'll
right,
start
number
from
25.
25. Yeah. Number 25, coming from Brazil. KBM player Trumfinho.
Trufinho. Okay, what's your logic
My
behind
reason,
that?
my reasoning is that he's been pretty solid this season. They've won 2 out of the 3 Sam regionals, and they've been playing pretty good. He's not insanely crazy this season, but he's like just a little bit below his average.
Okay.
But he's been playing pretty good.
That's a fair reasoning. My 25th player is Magic Bear.
Oh, the bear.
He's been the best player on Gen G, arguably.
Not a doubt.
And GG's had some decent results. But the main reason I have him at 25 is literally I can't see him beating anyone on this list. Anyone else,
All
at
right.
least.
Number 24, I have my favorite SSG player of all time, LJ.
24 LJ?
Yes, sir.
That is low, I feel like.
They haven't won any regionals. They only made a top 2 in a major, but then again they got 4-0'd. Might as well have been top 6.
That is fair. I feel like he's been doing pretty good individually, though.
Individually, but I mean,
The team
they can only get
results.
so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My 24th player. This one might be crazy. It is one of my favorite players of all time.
I think I know who it is. I think I know who it is.
It is Seiko.
I knew it. This guy carrying him around everywhere, bro. What's your reasoning behind this?
My reasoning, he's been the second best player on Gentlemates, but moving on from best player on the team arguments, my main reasoning he's been solid, but like Gentlemates haven't done much, so I can't put him any higher.
My 23rd, I have the GOAT, Monkey Moon.
Really?
Yes, sir.
That is low for me. I feel like Monkey Moon's been really good. And
I
Vitality
mean,
haven't
they've
placed
been
bad.
really good, but they haven't won either. And then
That
they
is
lost
fair.
to Ultimates. So,
Number 23, I have an NRG player here, and that should give enough
I
clues.
think I know exactly who it is.
It is Atomic. The reasoning, he's been a liability sometimes for NRG. Although NRG's had good results, NRG haven't looked the best. Obviously
They've
comparative
looked
to
on
last
one.
year, but I wouldn't expect them to with the year they had. but Atomics looked a little worse than last year. So I think that's why I have him at 23.
That's fair. We're on
22.
number 22 right now.
Mm-hmm.
I have Atomic with a K.
Okay.
The
I like it.
reasoning is that he's honestly been pretty insane offensively and a very fast third man, and they won a regional off of Falcons.
That is a good excuse me, that's a good 22.
And his first regional.
Now my number 22 might be a little shocking, I'm not gonna lie. This might be crazy. But I have Stizzy in this spot.
It's not entirely crazy.
Dig have looked inconsistent, other than maybe like the past 2 regionals, but other than that, they've looked very inconsistent, and Stizzy also has looked pretty inconsistent. So I don't see why I would place him any higher.
All right. Next up, I have. Let me see right here. I have Rise, and he's slightly above his teammate because I feel like he's been doing a little better than his teammate. Rise is very, very good. He scored most of their goals this season, and again, he beat Falcons to get that regional, and I just think that's really impressive to do in their own region.
That makes sense. Yeah, Rise is a good player. Very good player. Yeah, System Mind's looking really good too. My number 21st. I'm sorry, but it's gotta happen. I'm putting Chronic here.
Oh,
He's for a lack of a better word, the same reasoning as Stizzy. He's been very inconsistent. Some games he looks good on offense, but his main issue has been his defense. He cannot hold the fort when LJ and FK are not there, and it gets really bad for ultimates when Chronic is last. So I don't see any, and I feel like everybody else on this list above him can play third man pretty well. So I don't see. I think it's why he's here.
next up on my list, I have First Killer.
That hurts me, but it makes sense.
As good as he really is individually, but they haven't won. They just can't win. And they keep getting beat by SSG. I can't put them higher than them.
That's fair. Yeah, ultimates get B2A. They get whooped every time they meet SSG. In my 20th spot, I'm gonna get so much hate for placing these people. I'm not gonna lie, but it's okay. Recency bias people, you can step out the way, okay? At my 20th spot, I have Jorius. As good as Jorius has been, the same argument you made for FK. As good as Jorius has been, they have only won one regional, and they have not looked good. They have not looked great the whole time, other than these last 2. So, and Jorius has been really good. Don't get me wrong, he's been really good. It's just it's inconsistent results.
Next up, I have which one are we on? 19. I have Reveal.
That makes sense.
He's probably the worst on SSG, but he's still insane.
Yeah, having
They
Reveal
won
as
a
your worst
regional.
player is crazy. Man, I see that.
They're very talented. Reveal just does a lot of mechanical stuff just to open up the gates to have an open shot on SSG, and I think the way that he does it is pretty nice.
Yeah, very good, very true. Reveal plays his role very good. My number 19th spot, I have Relas. He's been,
That's not a
from what
bad
I've
take.
seen, he's been underperforming a bit. And yes, if we're talking about like 1v1, different story. But we're not. We're talking about threes, and he is not as good as his brother.
Fair enough. For my next pick, I have Magic Bear.
Ooh, that's a little. That's fair though.
He's been insane this season. Besides his open net whiff that could have won them the regional.
It's
He's been
true.
insane. Probably one of the best seasons I've ever seen out of him.
It's true. He's really. I hate to say it, I mean, I don't hate to say it, but I mean, as a Red Bulls fan, I do hate to
He's
say it.
really
He's
stepped
coming to
up.
his own with Red Bulls off the roster. Like he's really stepped into his role.
I'm loving this new Gen G squad. They look
Oh
like
yeah,
they could probably beat an EU team, maybe a few, maybe even all of them on
I
the day.
think
Honestly,
on the day they can beat Dig, maybe Gentlemates.
on the day, yeah. KC, if they're peaking
I don't
and they're
see.
playing good,
I mean, maybe
I
it's
see
really
if
it's an
they're peaking.
iffy.
Cause
The
Cheese has like changed recently. Like he's been playing so much more consistent, like how he should have been, and that's what I want to see out of him.
yeah, that's fair.
Mike Spurs does his part. Justin's just nuts.
Oh yeah, I mean Justin's always been good.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't see Genji beating KC, but
That's fair though. I mean, not many teams can beat
I
them
see
this
that I can
season.
see them beating Vitality though. Like on the day, I could see them beating Vitality. It's just I don't see them. I don't know. I don't know. When I think of KC's play style and I think of Genji, it's like I don't see Genji winning that. But hey, they got Greg and Kevpert, so they can cook something up maybe to win. I wouldn't be shocked. My number 18th, airing out of Brazil. It's Yans.
My number 16 or
17.
17, I mean, is also Yans.
Makes sense. Yans is a good player. He's just not better. I feel like Yans' thing is he's just not better than everybody else that could be placed on this list.
Exactly.
At my number 17 spot, it's the man that you put at number 24, LJ. I think LJ's been a stinking rock for Ultimates. He's given FK a lot more opportunities, although FK has not done much with the opportunities he's been given. But I made videos about FK's issues, plenty. But anyways, yeah, I think LJ
Well,
definitely
next
deserves more
up,
credit. Or 16.
next 16. I got Lost. He's been carrying the season. I've been
Yes,
watching
I
Sam
agree.
regionals. He's insane, dude.
I
He's just doing
absolutely agree.
everything on the team.
I absolutely agree. Loss is a machine, dude. And at number 16 for me, I have Kofer. Guy's been
Wow.
clinical for SSG, setting up, well, my bad, creating space for Scribbles to do his thing and giving space to Reveal to open up more plays. It's been absolutely insane.
It's actually crazy that you say that because my next pick is Kofir as well. He's insane on making opportunities on the ball alone.
Oh, yeah, that's
Like
it.
not even offensively, defensively, everywhere.
Yeah.
Demoing, bumping, and then
Yeah.
he's always there to be that mechanical guy. He's always there to pass when he needs to. Whatever he needs to do, get his hands dirty, he's there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true. This SSG squad has so much talent, like, and actually so much potential. I'm so happy. Like, I'm so excited. I want to see them do
I'm
good.
so happy to see how they've really just connected the dots this split.
Oh yeah, for sure. My number 15, right above him, his own teammate, Reveal. I have Reveal at my 15th spot. I think the main difference for me between Reveal and Kofer is just what I value more in a player versus what but like I think they're around the same skill level. I just think I value slightly more what Reveal brings to the team versus what Kofer does. But don't get me wrong, I still think Kofer is an absolutely outstanding player. Number
At
14.
number 14, I have Atomic from NRG.
Makes sense. He's been good. No hate. Think he doesn't need any
Explanation, really?
explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 14. So tough to put, but I have TRK.
For your number 14.
For
I
my
mean,
14, I have
okay.
TRK.
For my number 13, I have Scribbles.
Wow, Scribbles already? Surprised. What's the thought process on that one?
Well, he's only really won one regional. He's made, I think, 3 grand finals. Or was it 2?
Two. It was
No, it
two.
was 3 or
Was it
2.
3?
Yeah, he's only made 2 or 3, one of them, and then he won one, which is impressive. But I still need to see a little more to put him a lot higher.
I think they made 2. I'm not sure. Anyways, at my number 13 spot, I got the beast on Dignitas, the man who's been carrying this team. Appjack. He does it all for Dig. He's been the guy to get the job done for them, to help them out, to set it up. He's literally just what Kofor is, but just does a little bit more on offense. Does a little bit more just does a little bit more. That's all we really need.
Number 12, I have Joryus.
That makes sense. Joy's been a monster. At my 12th spot, I have Eugen.
At my 11th spot, I have Nalpo.
Ooh. Now put 11? It's interesting.
Only one regional.
Yeah. It's fair. At my 11, I have my goat. My Rocket League goat. Monkeyman.
At number 10, I have Kaliers.
Ooh. I'm kind of shocked to see Killers go this early. At my number 10 spot, he's dropped on this list for me. I had him at 5 originally. He's dropped 5 spots. If you remember my old list, Fesom, I'm talking to Fesom, you'll know who this is. But it is, in fact, First Killer.
Oh. For my
Individually.
number 9 spot, I have Rawas.
9 Ross makes sense. Makes sense. For my number 9 spot, I have Scribbles.
For my number 8, I have Stizzy.
Stizzy at 8? That makes sense, but
He's been peaking as of recently. They actually managed to beat KC. That GK win did not count, bro. I don't know what that even was, bro. That was so
that was a
lucky.
fluke. That was a fluke. That's what that was. That's what that was. Straight up. That's a
That's what we'll
fluke.
tell us. That's what we'll tell ourselves, right?
Yeah, that's what I'll tell
Yeah, it's a
myself.
fluke, bro.
I mean, they got 4-0,
Believe
not
that
even
was
close
real.
whenever they played them again. My number 8,
Yeah.
I have Zen. Been the best player
Yeah,
on.
mine. The best player in the what?
He's been the best player on Vitality. Vitality's been
That's
pretty
fair.
consistent.
For number 7, is it?
Yeah, number 7.
For my number 7, I have apparently Jack.
Okay. Yeah.
He's been insane this season in general as an individual, but most importantly as a team.
Yeah.
Just that win, that regional, just means a lot, especially when it's KC that they have to beat in 7.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, they do have very good recency places. At number 7, the worst player on KC. You'll know who I'm talking about. Vitsira.
That's fair.
Casey's won basically everything, but he's been the worst player on the team. And I think there's some players, especially the next 6 mainly, but I think there's a couple players that have been individually better than him, although his team has been insane.
Up next, I have TRK. The 3 most dangerous letters in Rocket League.
The 3 most dangerous letters in Rocket League. Facts. I love it. Yeah, TRK is really good. At my number 6, I have one of my favorite players in the game right now. Keyword one. But he's been probably the most consistent player in North America. His ceiling is insanely high. His floor not that low. I got beast mode.
Okay. At my number 5, I have NRG Daniel.
Dan at 5? Wow. I'm shocked to see him. Honestly, that's pretty valid. Not gonna lie, that's pretty valid. That's not that bad. That's not that bad, yeah. And at my number 5, I have the man who's been carrying Twisted Minds on his shoulders. Naopo. Individually, that guy's been insane.
At my number 4, I have his teammate, who I feel has been carrying a lot more this season. It's Beast Mode.
Fair enough. Fair enough. At number 4, ladies and gents, I have the best player on Falcons. Killers.
Alright. At number 3, I have who people think is the best player in the world, but he's kind of not. Drawley.
Yeah, valid. Very valid. Because I don't think Drawley's the best player in the world either. At my 3rd spot, I have the best Cine player in the game. The best North American player. This guy's been insanely consistent. Yeah, you already knew. Daniel.
North American is all I had to hear.
Yep.
At my number 2, this guy has been the defensive rock and offensive rock, the midfielder for KC, Vati. Vati GOAT.
Wait, you have? Okay, Vatira too? That makes sense. Makes sense. It's fair enough. Okay. At my 2nd spot, where else could I put him, really? I can't have him lower than Dan. Drawley. And at number 1?
At my number 1 spot is pretty obvious. It's a toe. He's basically scored half of their goals this season. He's insane when it comes to popping off in mechanical scenarios to get a goal, bro. Always gets a goal when he wants to. He had one bad regional, but it wasn't even that bad. And then he bounced back in the grand finals.
It's very fair.
He's always good, always consistent. Only one regional did we ever see him not at that exact level, just slightly lower.
Yeah, he's really. If there was like a most improved player category, it would go to a toe. Because he went from like. Obviously, having Vatira on your team helps you out a lot on the defense, but even like. Because like even when he joined KC with Vati, he was still a liability when he was alone on defense. But this season and like throughout the whole season, he's been like he's fine on defense. Like you can leave a toe back on defense and you're chilling, which we haven't seen. And at my number 1, I mean, come on, guys. I also have a toe. This guy's been insane this season. He's been, like Fesom said, he's been scoring insane goals while also doing everything that he needs to. And he's no longer a liability on defense. That was his biggest issue for me, was the fact that if you left him back on defense, even in a 1v1, he was getting cooked. And now he's no longer doing that. He's actually able to save you and buy time, which, I mean, makes him the best player in the world. Because, I mean, Jolly can do that, but not at the offensive peak that Oto has. So, there's our lists.
Notice one player I kept out of this one is Zen. I honestly want to keep out almost half of these people. They didn't win a regional. Sorry, man, no regional. You don't get a spot.
Yeah, that's fair. How's Monkey been on your list then?
Monkey Moon's the GOAT.
That's valid. That's very fair. Yeah, I honestly think, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's pretty good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna close the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Catch us. If everything goes right and we're not like forgetful, we should be live streaming our watch party for the Riley Major. So we'll be talking.
So you can come watch us either regret who we put on here, or be exactly right.
Yep. And we'll do a little chit chats about the games and strategies and what we think the team should be doing and all that jazz. You know, the coaching stuff that I do.
Criticize every miss.
Yeah, criticize every stupid rotation, every non-boost grab. You know how it goes. All right. Peace out, guys.